Going on this trip really was a dream come true for me. I had been wanting to travel the world for years and years at that point, and I had always fantasized about what my life would be like if I was in these really cool, exotic places in a new culture. How would I react? Would I become a different person? Would I become more of myself? Was really what I wanted to know and to explore. So about 8 months ago, I quit my job so that I could spend all of my time and energy focusing on my own personal development, focusing on this channel. And also it's always been a dream of mine to take some extended period in my 20s and travel and explore the world. I spent about 3 or 4 months traveling the United States on the East Coast, Massachusetts, New York, Florida, visiting some family and friends that I haven't seen for a while. And then after that, my plan was to travel Latin America for about a year. I'm very lucky and my girlfriend decided that she would travel with me. And so instead, our plan was to travel to 6 countries in 6 months. Chile, Argentina, Peru, Colombia, Costa Rica, and Mexico. The first few weeks were definitely very, very difficult. This was my first bout of extended travel like this, and there were some challenges that came up that I did anticipate and also some others that I didn't anticipate. For example, I'm Puerto Rican, and so I grew up in a Spanish-speaking environment, and so I thought going to Latin America, to South America, I wouldn't have that much difficulty in understanding and communicating with the people, but boy, was I wrong. The dialect of Spanish changes from country to country, and coming from a Puerto Rican background, which is an island not really near these southernmost countries in South America, they were using all sorts of different phrases and words that I had no idea what they meant. Luckily, my girlfriend is Mexican and she had done a lot more traveling than I had, and so she had a much easier time understanding what people were saying. And so very, very often we were out at restaurants or museums or what have you, and somebody would say something to me and I would look at her like, do you know what these people are saying? Because I have no idea what they're talking about. They're speaking too fast. Their entire sentence sounds like just one big rambled on word. I don't know what that word is. I don't know what this phrase is. Like, these people are speaking a completely different Spanish that I'm used to. And all of those things were kind of funny and cool and challenges that were expected. But all the while, there was something that was really, really weighing me and making traveling extremely difficult for me. For those of you who don't know, I have rheumatoid arthritis, which is a chronic inflammatory disease. And so because of that, I am very, very, very often either in pain and or extremely, extremely tired. And so you could imagine what difficulties that might pose. Here I am in this new environment, in these super cool places, and I want to go out and I want to see everything and I want to explore and I want to meet and talk to people. Yet on the other side of the coin, I am feeling extremely tired and I'm in a lot of pain and I'm in a lot of discomfort. And so there was a lot of stress and difficulty trying to navigate all of that. You know, this was something that was a dream of mine that I wanted to do for years. And here I am in this position where I feel like because of my physical health, I can't really suck the marrow out of the bones of life the way that I want to. And the point of this video isn't necessarily about me and my travels and my decision to come back to the United States because I wasn't feeling well. It's more about using that as an illustration for you to reconsider and to think about the condition of your physical health and how your physical health is impacting the quality of your life and the quality of your experience. Because again, I was in these amazingly gorgeous places. For example, I was in Patagonia in the Lake District, and it was one of the most scenic, beautiful, postcard-like places that I have ever seen in my life. And I can remember quite vividly driving down the road in these incredibly scenic places and being so distracted from the environment around me because my attention was being pulled on the pain and the discomfort in my body. And thoughts become your reality, and so you can see how this really affected the way that I was experiencing experiencing the trip. And that's not to say that I didn't have a good time. It's not to say that I didn't learn a lot. It's not to say that I regret it or anything like that. It was an amazing experience while I was there. And also the condition of my physical health just made it really, really difficult and really, really challenging for me to exist and to navigate and to function on an everyday basis. And so after about 2 months of traveling, we were in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and it was becoming difficult enough that we started, my girlfriend and I, to have conversations around whether it would be better for me to go home to the States and to seek the proper medical attention that I need, or if we should try to just continue and push through for these next 3 months, because this is seemingly a kind of once in a lifetime experience, or an experience that you can only do every so often because there's life and you have to work and all of that. My partner and I had a lot of conversations, and I had a lot of conversations with my family, close friends, older mentors, and the consensus of just about everybody that I spoke to was that you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your physical health first and foremost. That is the most important thing. And so after a lot of deliberation, instead of continuing on with the trip and seeing Costa Rica and Peru and Mexico for the next 3 months, we decided to come home early to the United States so that I could focus on getting well and feeling better. What I'm learning now that I'm back in a kind of ordinary life, working the 9 to 5 and going to the gym after work and doing the whole kind of day-to-day monotony, is that I would rather be here doing this right now, taking care of my health and getting to feel better and better and better, than out at Machu Picchu or seeing some pyramids in Mexico. All of that is cool, and I love that, and I will go do that again one day, hopefully not too distant in the future. But I am so glad to be living an ordinary life right now, because it means that I get to focus on feeling better and getting well. And that is, at the end of the day, one of the most important things, because the better we take care of ourselves, the more energy we have, the more effort we can put into making the world around us a better place, and to feel more connected to the people that we're engaged with and the whole environment and community around us. And at the end of the day, that's what actually matters in life, is to connect with the world and the community around you and to try to do good. So this is just a little friendly neighborhood reminder to look after yourself, to take care of yourself, because it is important, and that is important, and you are important, and your health is important. So that is what I have to share with you all today. Until next time, take care of yourself and take care of others.